There's something deeply unsettling happening to millions of adults over the age of 60 in America right now, and most of them have absolutely no idea it's already started. They wake up tired, they notice swelling in their ankles, they get up 2 or 3 times a night to use the bathroom, but they brush it off as just getting older. What they don't realize is that their kidneys may already be struggling in silence, and one of the most common breakfast habits in America could be making it worse every single morning. Now let me ask you something. If a food you believed was healthy for years was quietly putting pressure on your kidneys, wouldn't you want to know before the damage became permanent? Because according to kidney health experts, many adults over 60 are still eating eggs the same way they did in their 30s and 40s, never realizing that the aging body processes protein very differently with time. And the truly dangerous part is this. Kidney damage rarely announces itself early. There's no loud warning, no sharp pain. By the time most people discover something is wrong, their kidneys may already be functioning at a fraction of what they once were. I have spent more than 2 decades working with older adults, and he says one mistake appears again and again in people who thought they were eating healthy. Not because eggs are bad, but because of what they're being combined with, the time they're eaten, and the hidden stress they place on an aging filtration system that has already spent decades working nonstop. And what shocked him most was discovering that some of the foods Americans commonly eat with eggs may be creating far more strain on the kidneys than anyone expected. But here's the good news. The body still has an incredible ability to recover when given the right support. And in today's video, you'll discover the 3 dangerous egg combinations older adults should avoid, the silent warning signs your kidneys may already be sending you, and the surprisingly simple breakfast changes that may help protect your kidneys, preserve your energy, and help you stay independent for years longer than most people think possible. Because after 60, staying healthy is no longer just about living longer. It's about keeping the freedom to walk on your own, sleep through the night, and wake up feeling like your body is still working with you, not against you. And what you're about to hear may completely change the way you look at breakfast forever. Most people never question what they eat with eggs, especially when the meal looks healthy. And one of the biggest mistakes older adults make after 60 isn't the egg itself. It's combining it with certain tannin-rich foods that quietly slow digestion and place extra stress on an aging body already struggling to process protein efficiently. And the frightening part is that the symptoms rarely appear immediately. One retired man Dr. Hale worked with believed he was doing everything right. Every morning he ate boiled eggs with slices of tart fruit because he thought it was a clean, heart-healthy breakfast. At first, nothing seemed wrong, but over time he began feeling unusually heavy after meals. His stomach stayed bloated for hours. He felt tired in the middle of the day, lost his appetite, and started waking up exhausted no matter how long he slept. Like many older adults, he blamed aging. He never imagined his breakfast could be part of the problem. What many people don't realize is that tannins, natural compounds found in certain tart fruits and high-tannin foods, can bind with proteins in the digestive tract. In younger adults, the body usually adapts without much trouble. But after 60, digestion slows significantly, stomach acid decreases, and the kidneys already filter waste less efficiently than they once did. Some studies suggest kidney filtration capacity may naturally decline by nearly 40% with age. That means meals the body once handled easily can suddenly become much harder to process. And when digestion slows down, metabolic waste lingers longer inside the body, forcing the kidneys to work even harder behind the scenes. Now, this doesn't mean eggs are dangerous. It means the aging body responds differently than it used to, and most people never adjust their habits to match that reality. But as concerning as this combination may sound, I say the next breakfast habit may be even more dangerous, because millions of Americans eat it every single morning, believing it's one of the healthiest meals possible. What shocked I even more was discovering that one of the most popular healthy breakfasts in America may quietly become dangerous after the age of 60, especially when eggs are combined with foods extremely high in potassium, like sweet potatoes, certain smoothies, or large portions of potassium-rich vegetables. And the reason is something most people never hear about until it's already affecting their body. A 67-year-old woman Dr. Hale once worked with followed the same breakfast routine almost every morning for years: boiled eggs, baked sweet potatoes, and a green smoothie. She was proud of how healthy she ate. Her friends even complimented her discipline. But slowly, strange symptoms started appearing. Some mornings her heart felt like it was racing for no reason. She became dizzy standing up. She felt weak walking upstairs she used to climb easily. Then one afternoon, she nearly collapsed while gardening outside her home. What doctors later discovered surprised her completely. Her aging kidneys were struggling to regulate potassium levels efficiently, and the overload was beginning to affect her electrolyte balance and heart rhythm. Now, potassium is not bad. In fact, the body needs it. But after 60, kidney filtration naturally declines, and excess potassium may remain in the bloodstream longer than it should. According to kidney specialists, even mild electrolyte imbalances in older adults can contribute to fatigue, irregular heartbeat, muscle weakness, and dangerous cardiovascular stress over time. The problem is that many people still eat as if their body functions exactly the same way it did decades ago. But aging changes everything: digestion, filtration, nutrient absorption, even the way the heart responds to metabolic stress. And if you've been eating a breakfast like this for years because you believed it was protecting your health, you're not alone. Millions of Americans are doing the exact same thing right now without realizing their kidneys may already be under pressure. But wait, what worried it the most wasn't actually the food itself. It was what millions of people drink immediately afterward, every single morning, without a second thought. But here's the part that truly alarmed it. Because this habit is so common that millions of Americans repeat it every single morning without ever questioning it. Right after eating eggs, they immediately reach for coffee or strong tea, believing it's harmless or even healthy. And yet, for many older adults, this simple routine may quietly interfere with how the body absorbs critical nutrients the aging kidneys and muscles desperately need. One man Dr. Hale spoke with was incredibly disciplined about his health. He bought organic eggs, avoided fast food, walked every morning, and never missed his breakfast. But every single day, he followed that meal with 2 large cups of black coffee. Over time, despite all his effort, he began feeling drained. His skin looked pale. He struggled with low energy, brain fog, and weakness that seemed to worsen month after month. What confused him most was this: how could I feel this bad when I'm eating healthier than most people I know? The answer was hidden in a habit he never suspected. Tea tannins and certain compounds in coffee can interfere with the absorption of iron and other nutrients found in eggs and protein-rich meals. And after 60, the body already absorbs nutrients less efficiently than it once did. That means older adults are far more vulnerable to silent nutritional deficiencies, chronic fatigue, and metabolic stress, even when they believe they're eating well. Research has shown that caffeine can also temporarily affect blood flow and hydration balance, forcing aging kidneys to work harder in a body that may already be filtering waste more slowly than before. The danger isn't one single cup of coffee. It's the repetition, day after day, year after year, while the kidneys quietly lose resilience in silence. So let me ask you honestly, do you drink coffee or tea immediately after breakfast? Because if you do, you may have been unknowingly reducing the value of your own nutrition for years. And perhaps the most frightening part of all is that many people still don't realize their kidneys have already started asking for help long before the real symptoms appear. Growing older does not mean giving up your strength, your freedom, or your quality of life. In many cases, the smallest daily habits are the ones that quietly shape the future of your health. And sometimes protecting your kidneys doesn't begin with expensive treatments or complicated diets. It begins with paying attention to the simple things you do every morning at the breakfast table. If there's one thing I hope you remember from today's video, it's this: your body is still listening to every choice you make. Even after 60, your kidneys still have the ability to function better, recover from stress, and serve you well for many more years when you start treating them with care instead of routine. So please, don't ignore the quiet signals your body may already be sending you. Stay hydrated. Be mindful of what you combine with protein-rich meals. Give your body time to digest properly. And most importantly, never assume that feeling tired, swollen, or exhausted is just part of aging. If this video helped you in any way, do yourself and your loved ones a favor. Save this video so you can come back to it later, especially before making changes to your daily eating habits. And if you believe more people deserve access to honest, practical health information like this, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our newest videos about kidney health, aging, nutrition, and protecting your body naturally as the years go by. Because the goal is not simply to live longer, it's to wake up years from now still able to walk independently, enjoy your family, and feel that your body is working with you instead of against you. Take care of your kidneys now, and your future self may thank you for it more than you can imagine.